and Alex Pagani will talk everything about junior footy. Here's Alex.
Sure will, Dick. Now, Inverleigh might not have a Colts side, but boy oh boy, do their under-16s look impressive. We caught up with them against North Shore at North Shore in their coach, Brad de Blasio, and their skipper in Jai McKinnon.
Well, there's a lot of exciting prospects in the under-16s, and none more so than Inverleigh, who are 11-1. I'm joined by their coach, Brad de Blasio.
Hey,
Brad, tell us about the season so far.
Yeah, well, we started off all right. I think we won 9 games in a row. We're currently sitting on top of the ladder still. The only loss we had was against Grovedale, which they were pretty competitive on the day, and they beat us by 2 goals. But apart from that, we got back on the horse and started winning our games. Started winning the next 3 or 4, and today we've got North Shore, which, you know, everyone wants to knock off the top side. So the boys will just have to come out firing today and prove that why we're, you know, cruising along all right and sitting on top. And yeah, so.
Yep. A lot of prospects in the under-18s. We hope you guys will have a side next season. Who are the players that have caught your eye in this year as coach?
Well, we've got a good core group. Austin Perrott, he's been playing reserves footy the last couple of weeks, which is he's been really, you know, stepped up to the next level. Max Eddy, who's pushing his way up to the next level as well. Also Jai. There's a couple sort of under-16s that are getting along nicely, as in like Alex Haygarth and Josh Clisso. We got him from Lara, which is very, very handy pickup. So I think the boys, if they stick together, we'll have a good group that'll go up to the under-18s next year. So
yeah, fingers crossed the flag before that. But let's just go to the seniors for 1 second. My understanding, you didn't get the gig last week.
No.
You in the side this week?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I got picked up this week. So I think just selection and, you know, as good teams do it, you know, you always get the reserves pushing up for spots every week. So as Macca drills into us, says, you know, you've got to work hard at training and push for those spots really. So unfortunately I missed out last week, but no, I've got the call up this week, so hopefully I can stand up and do something and keep my spot again. So
yeah. Well, speaking of standing up, there's only one person that will go to the coin toss from Inverleigh, and that is the captain, Jai McKeown. McKeown, did I say it right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's a good start. Speaking of starts, how do you think the boys will go against the bottom of the table side today?
Well, we versed them last time and we probably didn't play as we wanted, but we've talked about it throughout the week and how we want to approach this game. So, yeah, hopefully we've got a good start. We've got some decent numbers this week, so, yeah, looking forward to it.
All right, well, you sound confident, but just one last one. We just talked to your coach. Tell us, what's been his best attributes to the team this season?
The way he talks, like in the half-time huddles, and gives the inspiration to play, and you know, teaches us the right way to go about things, and yeah, he plays us in different positions, so we all get to go, and we've been winning games, so that's the main thing, was having a great time. So,
yeah. Well, if there's one thing better than winning games at this level, it's having fun, and just from seeing you guys this morning, that's the best way to sum it up. So thank you guys for joining us on the show.
Cheers.
Thanks for that, boys. We will return to the Colts the rest of the season now, so best of luck to the Hawks. And one game to watch is definitely Werribee Centrals. They need to defeat the bottom of the table, Winchelsea, in what I'd reckon is a long-distance cup. Back to you, Dick.
And Alex will be back again next Saturday morning talking probably Colts footy next Saturday morning. Now, we've got a very special guest on the show. He hails all the way from the Church Street Oval. He is the coach of the Geelong West Cheetahs, Mark Hanslow. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in, mate. Now, I'll get the ball started here. You came across as the coach of the Geelong West Footy Club from Grovedale last year.
Yeah, correct.
So a big appointment, and how's it going so far, mate? I know it's been a pretty ordinary season at this date, but is there light at the end of the tunnel?
There certainly is. It was always going to be tough. Never an easy answer, I guess, when you lose half a senior side. I think 8 or so blokes ended up out of Forest, so it was always going to be a rebuild. There's no mistake about that, but we've got good young guys in there and just looking to build in the next couple of years.
Mark, are you going to retain those fellas?
Yes, everyone is signed.
They've all committed?
Yep, everyone's recommitted, and we've started interviews this week.
And you've recommitted yourself?
Yep.
Okay.
Signed a couple of weeks ago.
So that's a good thing for the club.
It is good,
a bit of stability, and because I know what happens. It happened to us a couple of years ago. You lose half your senior side, and really it's a long way back. But You've only got to look at Thompson and see where they come from. Bottom of the ladder last year, challenging for the 5 this year. So it doesn't take much to turn it around if you can keep, a percentage of your players.
No, that's right, exactly, and that was the first aim, halfway mark of the year, was to re-sign everyone and have a look exactly what I need to go out and get. Blooded a lot of young guys as well, seeing how they go, so give them the opportunity, which is great. A lot of guys that come from GFL under 18s, so it's their first crack at senior footy, so they're just finding out what it's like to play against men, I guess.
Oh, good luck.
Mate, yeah, look, it has been tough, but I suppose no tougher than it has for the other 6 sides that won't be fighting out for 5th and 6th this year. But I did happen to see you 2 weeks ago, and unfortunately your second half wasn't great, but your first half was a really good football. You have to have drawn some good points out of that for future, because they played really, really well, especially a bloke, whatever you do, as he said, retain blokes, that Vaughan, he can play.
Yeah, he's definitely re-signed. Again, for next year, it's been a great acquisition to this side. Obviously, local policeman, so he's taken on a number of roles with the club, development type roles with the young side we have. Yeah, that's probably the most disappointing thing. Our best footy is really good, he's competitive, but our bad is really bad. We can have a bad 5 minutes and have 4 or 5 goals kicked on us, or we could have a good 7 or 8 minutes and kick probably 3 or 4. So there's just no in between, and just probably trying to get a bit of consistency.
Now on that day you had a bloke named Donaldson, who's probably I thought last year the best defender in the comp. Yeah. He played predominantly forward. Is that an ongoing thing, or was it just something for the day?
It's something tried since the Anarchy game, and it ended up kicking 5, I think, that day. I think we're down with 7 or 8, ended up coming back and losing by 4 goals, I think. So ended up throwing him forward and kicked one in the first minute. Right. So just decided to give him a go and free him up a bit as well. So it's about trying guys in different roles. I want them to be versatile, not just pigeonholed for a certain position.
Mark, how's the point system going to affect you? You've got to really be selective in your recruiting now, I'd imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
And target players probably from outside our league, to try and keep under the point system. Is that going to have a big effect?
Yeah, it is, massively, I think. There was something I was looking at, was seeing if there was some sort of range that we could come to. Obviously, we don't have juniors, so we're going to get stung the same amount of points. That rules are the rules, but the guys are out there all the time looking, trying to build under 18s, but obviously with Bell Park and Joey's and that close by, they all want to play for those sides, which makes it extremely hard. So yeah, I guess with the point system coming in, it's we're going to have to try and get a lot of 1 and 2 pointers and hope they turn into good players next couple of years. Otherwise, we'll just be restarting again. That's going to be the only issue, I think.
You're going to be very, very selective in your recruiting, aren't you? Clubs are going to have to be.
Definitely. You could probably go and have a go at probably 3 or 4 main players, and the rest, just try and get the kids in.
Yep.
Mark, thanks for coming in, mate. And I still reckon you blokes got a bit of a raw deal after coming out of the backyard in Shannon Avenue. And for some reason they still treat you a little bit poorly, that Red West. I reckon that's my opinion, so you don't get any trouble for that. But I still reckon you've got one of the best grounds in the league. It should be developed even better. And good luck to the West Cheaters, good luck to you the rest of the season, and good luck for 2016.
No worries, thank you. Thanks,
good on you, Mark.
Good on you, Mark. Mark Hounslow, the coach of the Geelong West Cheaters, our special guest this morning on the GDFL Footy Show. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about all the action on this afternoon, including the 94.7 match of the round. Back after this.
We come together, the best from all the league, to show them how to play and form a mighty team. The pride of our region with all our favourite sons.